Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a quick look at Nvidia and some of the new products they released yesterday during a CES keynote and just my overall thoughts on the company. As we can see, the stock price is down about 3.46% today, sitting at $282. So let's get started. Like I mentioned, first I want to take a quick look at CES. They did release some new products and I just want to share my overall opinion. And if you guys want to watch the video, feel free. You can go to Nvidia's website and they have a replay. It's about 48 minutes long. There's plenty of videos online where kind of break it down in like a 10-minute aspect. Here I'm going to break down pretty much the products and how I see it more as an investment thesis or where I can see this kind of improving the overall company's value. So first, I think the most important thing is to see where Nvidia's revenue comes from, right? Most recent quarter, they made about $7 billion, $7.1 billion in revenue. 3.2 comes from gaming. So a little bit less than half comes from the gaming market. So we can see the gaming market is definitely a huge player. And when we're taking a quick look at CES, that is the Consumer Electronics Show. So a lot of consumer products are usually are kind of showcased there. A lot of products that are meant to do with gaming, we're going to see. Also things like professional visualization and in the auto industry. And if we can see, if we can probably add all of those up together, that's roughly over 50% of total revenue. So this CES show and the new products that come out from Nvidia are definitely ones that can benefit the overall future revenue outlook for this company. So the first thing I want to show is they do mention, and if you guys watched my video on AMD yesterday, I was kind of explaining how high-end laptops are in huge demand right now, and Nvidia mentions that as well here. Gamers and creators have made GeForce high-performance laptop the fastest growing category in PCs. In the last year alone, 35% more gaming laptops were sold, and creators have fueled a 3x jump in studio laptops. So we can see the laptops with high performing products, these are what's selling, and we kind of heard that from AMD. So where do you think these chip companies are going to focus numerous of their solutions in? Obviously in the laptop market, because that's where they're seeing huge growth. So they did announce that here at CES 2022, they announced over 160 new GeForce 3000 series laptops. The great thing is here, they also announced it with new kind of graphics solutions. They released like the RTX 30 Ti for laptops and also the 3070 Ti for laptop as well. So these were new graphic solutions. More importantly, they also released a new generation of their Max-Q technologies. I don't want to get too geeky right now, but Max-Q technology is pretty cool. One of my favorite things about them is they have this kind of CPU optimizers. So even though they are a GPU product, they kind of use this kind of artificial intelligence to make these laptop productions even better. And they team up with, for example, some of the biggest players in the CPU market, AMD and Intel, to kind of make the CPU to reduce, for example, the power needed in kind of these CPUs to increase the efficiency and power needed in these GPUs to overall increase gaming performance, which I think is pretty cool. But before we begin, let's take a listen to today's sponsor. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services The Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. Nvidia kind of announced that overall the increasement of technology of GPUs is showing that, hey, it's no longer the era of 1080p. So they did introduce a new monitor for 1440p for esports. Again, that's mainly in the gaming market, but the global growth in esports continues when the demand of esports display has been doubling each year, and we're seeing a lot of esports tournaments hitting record highs in viewership. So again, great categories that they're hitting. Finally, in the gaming market, they did release a new entry graphics card, the 3050 graphics card, which is expected to be released January 27th, and this will be starting at $249. So we can see this is a very entry-level graphics card. More importantly, they did announce a new beast, the 3090 Ti. They haven't done a release date, I believe, yet, but they did kind of showcase it, and this is just going to be a huge animal. So right now, just like AMD, nothing major, I want to say at the moment, any crazy announcement, but it's great to see these roadmaps and these new products that will help fuel the company in the gaming market. The other one that I thought was super cool is, for those that are not familiar, Nvidia also has some kind of cloud gaming product. To some extent, it's called GeForce Now, and GeForce Now is they're partnering up with smart TVs OEMs to kind of bring that as an application, and I think that is going to be a great move. It's going to bring new customers to this GeForce Now product, which is mainly a subscription service where you can pay X amount of dollars to kind of have this ability of playing high performance gaming anywhere on any device, and kind of partnering up with smart TVs. Great move there. Now we're gonna take a closer look at their move to more software solutions. They did announce that Omniverse is out of beta, which is pretty cool. It is a kind of subscription service if you are, for example, a company that deals with animation. But if you are a sole creator and want to learn more, it's free to use. I definitely recommend anybody who might have some form of maybe even intro level expertise in coding or anything can download it. They have a lot of educations that are educational videos that are for free that can teach you how to use some of the tools. Next, they did kind of talk a little bit more about their autonomous driving, and I thought that was pretty cool. At the same time, remember, autonomous driving is a small portion of this company's revenue. First, they kind of showcase how they have multiple solutions for the autonomous vehicle. A lot of this is old news, but kind of just refresh and kind of remind investors about it. So here in the autonomous market, they have pretty much three solutions. First is the hardware, right? If you want to have some form of smart autonomous driving vehicle, you can purchase their cars with sensors and all the hardware needed to kind of calculate and process all that kind of real-time data. Next, they also have data centers where you can kind of rent out data center computing power to improve your overall solution, so you don't have to kind of create your own high performance computing power, right? You can just rent it out. Finally, they also have in the Omniverse a digital twin where you're kind of collecting information in real-time data, but you can also be using simulations to collect more data to practice and to increase your autonomous vehicle development. So I think that was a great move. They mentioned two of their main products were Nvidia's Drive Chauffeur, and this is pretty much the autonomous market player. Then they have Nvidia Drive Concierge, and this is pretty much artificial intelligence voice coming into your vehicle. So both great moves there. Next, I thought this was a great slide that they shared. They kind of talk about the power needed and the computational power needed for autonomous driving. So autonomous driving to some extent is pretty much more level 4 and level 5. That's true autonomous driving. And here they kind of gave us this pretty cool graph that shows what type of level autonomous driving that needs what kind of GPU power. And here we can see level 2, it seems like it needs somewhere about 1,000 GPUs. Level 3 needs somewhere around 10 to 12,000 GPUs. But when we can see level 4 and level 5, the computational power you need there is insane, where that can be over 25,000 graphics cards that they might need per server. And that's insane. That's where Nvidia is creating both a software solution and is giving their hardware a kind of a reason of being. So great move there. Some final news, they did announce that a kind of trucking company, Too Simple, they are public. Too Simple is increasing their partnership with Nvidia to kind of bring level 4 autonomous truck driving. So overall, great news. I want to say nothing crazy revolutionary in my opinion. It just shows me that, hey, this is a company that's continuing to innovate, and they're seeing the market right now, mainly in the laptop, being a huge grower, and that's where they're focusing their power at the moment. I do want to say, right, if we're taking a look at historical EV to EBITDA forward ratios, Nvidia is one of those companies that is expensive, right? It is my number one position, and I've said this numerous times. It is expensive. This is a company where I would dollar cost average. This isn't the time I personally would kind of enter with a big position, but at the same time, this is not a company I would sleep on. In short term, I do believe there could be more bearish noise for Nvidia, but in the long term of things, I'm talking about 5 years from now, I think Nvidia is a no-brainer and could be one of the biggest companies in the world in 5 to 10 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.